Now, Raj, I want to ask you one very, again, another fundamental question. So, when we talk about international investing, we only look at America and we only talk about the Google and Amazon, the Microsoft, because even as an individual investor, if I went ahead and I invested somewhere, if I opened my account, which is today possible, it's not very complicated. And there are most of the large banks and most of the large broking houses are giving us this window and this facility. We would also buy these. But is US market the only place of opportunity? Or there are other places also that you look at? And if yes, I mean, do you have such stocks in your portfolio? I mean, are you looking at, should we also look at, I mean, the global economy, I mean, in different parts of the world, different countries and invest there versus only look at America because maybe America is safest, best, good management, good practices, governance, so on and so forth.
So definitely you need to look at the overall world economy and the world market cap. The only reason why we prefer to invest in US listed companies is that you have only a dollar exposure, which you can manage the currency. Other than that, if you look at the companies that we invest in, they are actually present globally. The business of the companies come from all the countries, even apart from US. So US would obviously contribute a major proportion of their revenues, but they get their revenues from countries like India, Africa, Asia, Japan, or Europe, or any other developed country as well. So though the listing country would be US, but they would be getting their revenues from all over the world. Even if you look at some of the Indian companies, so something like a Tata Motors, majority of the revenues come from Jaguar and Land Rover, which is basically business which is situated abroad, and then they remit Indian rupees here. So if you look at most of the companies, they are global, truly global in nature, and you need to look at the global economy overall, where you can look at companies or multinational companies which are present across the globe. So we have restricted ourselves to developed countries like North America, Western Europe, and developed part of Asia, something like Japan. The main reason being that these countries' equity markets have been, developed over the years, and the minority shareholder rights are protected here. So the laws actually protect the minority shareholders, and we don't want to go into exotic countries, something like a China or Russia or a Brazil, where you don't have the minority shareholder rights, or say some of the Chinese companies, something like Alibaba would be listed in US, but what will happen is that the holding company of Alibaba is listed in US and not Alibaba actually. So it's basically called a variable interest entity structure, where if anything happens in the subsidiary company or Alibaba, you will not be able to vote on it as a shareholder of the holding company. So these are the minor things which we look at, and we don't want to, go into countries where our rights are not protected. So right now we are restricting ourselves to the developed countries.